It's an experience that you can only have once in your lifetime. And there it is. You are now at your destination. You found the right place to be. Now you gotta fire that rocket engine and stay there.
NASA has greatly affected the community, the country, and also the world. NASA as a community has provided jobs, outreach programs, and also they contribute significantly to local charities. NASA is responsible for a lot of inventions. Some of the ones of interest are the cameras in cell phones, also laptops. Technology is invented for the purpose of NASA's objectives, and as a result, we as mankind get the benefits from the various inventions.
I worked at NASA from 1979 to 2012. I flew on the space shuttle as a mission specialist, and my primary area of expertise was doing spacewalks. I did 9 spacewalks on my 7 different flights. The greatest challenge, I think, was getting selected. The first time I applied, they had 8,000 people applied, and they interviewed 210 and selected 35, and I wasn't one of the 35. The second time I applied, they had 6,000 people applied, and they interviewed 120, and I was fortunate enough to be one of the 19 that were selected that time.
I've been working here since October of 2016, so just about like a year and a half. I work in a bunch of different departments, I do a bunch of things. So one of the departments I work in is the tram tours, so I give tours of Johnson Space Center, just kind of answer anyone's questions. Another department is Independence Plaza, so that's our replica shuttle and the 747 that we have. So I just kind of tell people about the shuttle program over there and just like answer any questions anyone has. And then this one that y'all just saw me do, I also work as a mission briefing officer. So that's like one of our higher positions at Space Center Houston. So we basically give live presentations. So the one that I do right now is called Living in Space. So I just teach people about how the astronauts live, and it's more like a kid-friendly show just to explain everything and kind of be funny about it.
Working for NASA for 25 years, I was able to see a lot of changes over a long period of time. What I specifically noticed was the impact it had on the families, the astronaut families, and in the local areas because of the International Space Station. I came to work at NASA shortly after the Challenger disaster. Return to flight was my first flight with NASA. It was very, very important to me. After I worked at NASA for quite a few years, there was another space shuttle crash, which was Space Shuttle Columbia. That was very personal to me because I worked with some of the astronauts that were lost on that space mission. 1 or 2 of the astronauts who did not come home, their children went to school with my son, but I had to deal with the loss at work because they were friends of mine and weren't able to see them again. Once I saw the work that people did on the ground, how many people it took and how much testing and engineers and administrators it took to create one single launch. It's just amazing.
NASA is everything. Like, everyone knows what it is. You've met some kind of astronaut, or you know someone's kid, and like you grow up with that mindset of it's not unachievable.
We have helped to erase the idea that you can't do certain things. People for thousands of years would say you couldn't fly to the moon, and we did. So I think that has helped people to believe that with science and technology and hard work, you can do just about anything if you really work hard enough at it.
But living here, like, I want to be an astronaut, and I know I can. Like, it's something that like gears you a lot more towards learning about everything and how people work and all that kind of stuff. It's really cool.
I was able to go back to school and NASA helped pay for it. So I was able to get my master's degree and my PhD while I was there. So NASA's been good to me.